Have you ever been lucky enough on a hot day to go and reach for your fan, turn it on, and have this happen? Or perhaps this? And maybe if you're even luckier, this. Howdy folks, my name's Doc, and today I am going to be discussing a design flaw that affects most modern fans. This isn't a tutorial, it is more so a PSA. If you're looking for a tutorial on how to proceed with cleaning and servicing motors, I recommend some channels like Jordan Yu that I will link down in the description below that will be able to walk you through how to disassemble your fan. They disassemble a lot of them. That would be the route I'd recommend. I'm not going to do that here. I am just going to show you the evidence and explain to you the problem that's happening and the basic idea on how to fix it. So let's get started. Most people will go to the store and purchase a fan much like this. You turn it on, it works. You turn it off and it will coast down very slowly, which is what you want. You want the blades to coast and take a while to stop spinning. That means the bearings are properly lubricated. However, there is a problem here, and I'll get into it. You see, even though the fan appears to be lubricated, it is usually, in fact, not enough, and eventually, as it runs, it will burn through the oil and lock up. Now, older fans, vintage ones, are always looked at as better, right? They have oil ports. Most of them did anyway, and, that allowed a user to be able to put some oil, and there you go, keep it filled, and the fan will run probably longer than we will. Having said that, there are exceptions to the case. Fans have been manufactured without oil ports for over half a century, at the very least. Companies like General Electric, they didn't have oil ports. And yet, after half a century, they're running fine. They're not seized, and they have a nice, long spin time. And yet, a box fan like this hasn't been able to survive half a decade without locking up. What is going on here? To answer that question, I'm going to take this new modern box fan apart. Now, immediately, what do we see? Heavy wear on the back shaft of the rotor. This is really bad. I mean, you can see how in the front it's nice and silver. On the back, it's almost completely black. It is completely worn. The bearings are dry. It's not properly lubricated. Now, the way oil fans worked was they had, the oil port that would allow oil to channel down to this wick that would soak up the oil, and it would be in contact with the, sleeve bearing. And basically, the sleeve bearings are made of a material that would absorb the oil through the wick and, of course, put it onto the spinning shaft and keep itself lubricated. Now, believe it or not, even though modern fans in general do not have oil ports anymore, they do, in fact, still have oil wicks. And the oil wicks, when properly oiled, actually will last quite a long time. And the fans won't have any issues staying lubricated and won't lock up. The issue is that manufacturers, as you can see here, did not properly lubricate the wicks, put a little dab of oil on the shaft, enough for the consumer to use it for maybe a year or so before it locks up, and then, well, it broke, so throw it out, right? Wrong. This is completely preventable, and as a user, if you purchase a brand new fan, it is very easy to fix. I'll get more onto that later. For now, let's fix this unit. I'm going to start off by putting some oil in the oil wicks on both motor end caps, and after putting the motor back together, turning it on, you can see there is already a massive difference. The fan is not locked up anymore, and it spins right to life. And watching the comparison between the original spin down and the new one, you can tell that the bearings are a lot freer now. I am going to just let this fan run for a while I work on the next one, and we'll come back to it later and see if the spin down time has improved. Now, this next stand fan is another modern fan, manufactured in 2021. This fan is only 4 years old, and has probably spent most of those years locked up. It's really unfortunate. As you can see, this one is another sad case. You can tell these oil wicks are brand new. They've never had oil on them. Never. At all. I mean, and you can see, luckily, the shaft isn't worn. We're going to add some oil to the wicks, and this motor should be ready to go. It's really not a big deal to do this, and it's really a shame too, because you can tell the motor is of decent quality, and as you can see, with fresh oil, the fan now comes right back to life. And look at that, it's blowing air and it's doing exactly what it's supposed to. It's crazy. If the company who manufactured this just put oil in it like it was meant to, this fan would probably still be functioning just fine. Now, my next part of this experiment was I wanted to buy a brand new box fan. Now, this is the one you saw early in the video. I have not touched it. It has no hours on it. It's fresh out of the box. I wanted to take it apart because those other fans had already locked up, right? They'd already been used. They're a couple of years old. This thing's brand new, 2025. Let's see, what the condition of the bearings are. And immediately you can see absolutely no oil. These bearings have no oil in the bushings. There's just no oil on the wicks. The wicks are completely dry. And you can also see the fabric washers, the thrust washers, are also completely dry. They're meant to soak up oil. No, not a drop. Not even a drop. This is really sad. This box fan probably would have seized up pretty quickly if I didn't come in here and take it apart, which is what we're going to do. So put some drops of oil in here. You can tell the immediate difference between oiled bearings and non-oiled bearings. And you can tell it spins right back up. Awesome. And now this box fan will not lock up like the others and is going to run the way it should. Now, after servicing this box fan, it is time to go back to the other fans from earlier. Let's check on the stand fan first. Wow, look at that. That spin down is so much better compared to when I first tested it, right? And let's check the box fan. Wow, it just keeps spinning, doesn't it? It doesn't stop. That's what we'd like to see. And that's something, folks, that you need to keep in mind. If your fan is starting to have a very quick spin down and it's not taking as long to stop spinning after turning it off, and it's kind of acting not as loose as it used to be, it needs to be oiled, or else it will lock up and you'll have to, consider getting a new fan, which is completely unnecessary. And that's overall the takeaway of this video that I wanted to give consumers, is that most fans are not bad products. They're actually manufactured fairly well, the motors anyway, and they have the potential to last a very long time. It's just that the companies that manufacture them literally do not put enough oil in them. If you buy a brand new fan, take the motor apart, put some oil on it, and it will last a long time, a very long time. Just take care of it and it'll be fine. And like I said, look up your model of fan, how to take it apart. You're bound to find somebody who knows how to do it. Follow their instructions. It's completely worth it. We're all about saving the planet here at JT Robotics, and that's really why we wanted to make this video. We really wanted to do a PSA, and ultimately we were noticing a lot of our fans were locking up, and we wanted to get to the bottom of why. And with that being said, folks, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you learned something from it, and hopefully together we can help prevent e-waste and stay cool. Doc, out.